Okay. What we doing? Wow. It's 2 a.m. Christmas Eve. That being the beginning of Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. And I'm at the 1-5. In Okayama. I got on here thinking I was going to say that this was going to be my last flow session. But seeing me in this, I'm indecent. Let's see, am I resting me done? Oh yeah, buddy. I got an A. Oh, exploring the flow. See, it would be amazing if I knew Japanese. And I definitely had more time than I've given it, but it's hard to make it my focus. I've tried to learn languages before, and if you're not gonna be using them, you're gonna be losing them. And I like Japan. Don't get me wrong, Japan's pretty cool, but I don't get the impression that I'm gonna be here for very long or come back particularly soon. I don't really know. That's just the vibe I get. I like it here a lot. And I should put a little bit more effort into learning some things. And I got arigato gozaimasu. I never say doi tashimashite because no one's ever thanking me because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Doi tashimashite is you're welcome. What else? I said nice to meet you, and I already forgot that one. But yeah, it's mostly just pleasantries, and I should know like how much is that. But it's like it's easy. It's different now. It's really easy to use your phone for things, which is nice and it's convenient. But it, prevents you from really having to learn the language. So it gives people access. It gives more people access to traveling. You don't have to be so intimidated. And Japanese is just, from the little bit that I see, it's like words are so long to begin with. Like reading and writing is dang near, like that's just gonna take years and years of practice. But then just to speak, like having conversational, the words are so, it's like, I feel like it's just mostly phrases that they say, like that you just know what the word means in the phrase because of the context, even though it could mean a million different things. That's not entirely what I got. Oh, yeah, Christmas. Just, Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be the last one for a while. I'm still gonna be flowing as always. I mean, the flow, you can't get out of the flow. You can't force the flow, but you also can't really get out of the flow. The flow is everything and everywhere. The energy, it's beneath everything. It's rising and swelling, and then waning, ebbing. Ebbs and flows. The flow is always flowing, whether in or out. It's just whether or not you're resisting it. And as fun as, or as much fun as I have making these videos, it's like, it's more of a hindrance to the flow than help. Not that it doesn't help at all, because just talking like this gets the mojo going and helps me put ideas together, but also I'm like having to censor myself to a certain degree, because the process I find myself in is not necessarily like a public process. I don't know. I've been trying to be more public with it as I can be, but it makes it performative. I'm doing my best to be honest, but even omission is a lie, right? So it's not like I'm hiding all that much, but there's just aspects that I'm not trying to introduce, because I'm not like making this for sympathy or like for cool points or clout or whatever. Like I would love to make money doing this. That would be awesome. I don't know that that's gonna happen or not. But even if I did make money, I feel like on TikTok I started sharing some videos, and what gets the most views is just not that much more views. I average about like 100 views, but what seems to get the most views is just freaking 5-second video at a shop. Just a little shop, just which I could do that. It's not that hard. I end up at these shops here and there. Just a quick little 5-10 second video, but that's like, it's meaningless to me, really. I don't even use TikTok myself. I use Instagram a lot, and YouTube a lot too. So I would hope that this type of information could get to people, but maybe it's just not like well-rounded, or not straightforward enough, not specific enough about a topic. It's just like about life and about what's occurring to me and my surroundings and like my interpretation of it and stuff like that. But regardless, this like life, death, rebirth that I'm going through necessitates coming up against taboo, as I was saying. That's another thing that's like in the experimentation with, getting outside my own comfort zone and the overlap of societal expectations and pressures. It's not necessarily like something that I want to broadcast or promote. And it's not so much even like about a matter of like what people will think of me, but just because I think for anyone, for all of us, that in the experimentation phase, you're necessarily going to make mistakes, and it's embarrassing. It's not about whether or not other people find it cringe of me, but it's just embarrassing of me for me to not be certain, I guess. I don't know. The world wants you to know. The world wants you to know. And this video log, I make assertions and some generalizations about applications of ways of being. But even what I say, I'm just experimenting with. What I'm saying is just some distillation of the quintessential essence of the experience, and then bringing that back around and retrying it, looking at it from another direction, another perspective. There's not much coherency. But I mean, it's helping me, I guess. And I could just record it and watch it for myself. I don't have to put it out in public. But the thing is that I do want the attention for egoic reasons. You know, we all want attention. We all want people to pay attention to what we're doing. But for monetary reasons too, it'd be great if there's a bunch of people watching these. But this is not gonna make or break. I think it's more likely to break than make for me to continue doing these videos, because it puts too much pressure on the thing. I think I was watching the Bears game and I really wanted to record it. And because the way that I was watching the game, my mom was able to text me before a play happened. And I wouldn't look at the message because I knew something had to have happened if she messaged me. But I didn't know if it was good or bad. But I knew in enough time that I could have pulled my phone out and recorded the game. But it raised my anxiety. And then I could feel it. And I wasn't enjoying the game anymore. And I was making work out of my fun. I started in a video before saying that I feel guilty when I enjoy myself. Why do I deserve to enjoy myself? I don't work as hard as this person. I have my shit together like this other person. But I really believe life is meant to be enjoyed, and somehow, some way, somewhere along the way, we lost track of that. The population exploded so fast, you know. Went from a couple billion to 8 billion, 10 billion in 100 years. And somehow, even with technology, we've become busier and busier. Now AI is supposed to take people's jobs, and then what? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna stay on the hamster wheel? I think when life was simpler and we had less comforts and conveniences and more community and connection, I don't think we worked this much. And even when we did work, when we would hunt and gather, farm, had to have been with more leisure, more laid back, more laissez-faire, more get up and do your duties as you do them with your family, with your friends. Now we all got jobs. I lost a lot of good friends to jobs. You can lose your life jobbing away. That's why I guess I feel guilty. Because in society, when you don't have a job, you're made out to be lazy. My pride won't let me be labeled lazy. I'm not fucking lazy. Depressed? Yes. As much as I used to be? No. It's more of an existential fear now. But before, even when I did have enough, I mean, I still have enough. You always have enough. Abundance is everywhere with the right mindset. But when I had a job and I knew where more money was coming from and I knew what was happening next, I felt trapped. It wasn't that I knew what would happen next. Not only that I knew what would happen next, I had to do what was happening next. Had no choice but to do what was happening next. Now I'm overwhelmed with choices and I have no idea what to do. I have no idea what's happening next. I get a hint and I follow it. Spiritual safari. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to make it to 30 days. To get to 30 days, I'll take a break. And I'm mostly just going to do it like this. Just talk to myself for 20 minutes and then put it up. And hopefully I get a like or two, or someone else will commiserate with me and freaking respond. Oh no, I hear God put you through isolation when you're about to get blessed. Well, 'tis a season of hope, I guess. Mad King.